I sent about 400 emails when I was first trying to get representation in this industry. And you want to know which one worked? Or honestly, even just got a response? Here's exactly what I did and what you need to avoid in order to get your first acting agent via email submission. The harsh truth about getting signed. Most actors are sitting at their laptops all day, tip-tapping away, trying to blast out all these emails out there, right? And what usually happens? They're ignored. Here's the reality. Agents and managers who would be the people signing you are getting busier and more skeptical of all the emails they get every day. So what is it that you have to do? You need a strategy to treat yourself like the business you are, to sell yourself to an agent or manager, but within the parameters of the time that they have. Also, let's not forget that you have limited time. You got a job, you got other things you're doing, you have other responsibilities, you have work, you have school, you have acting classes. No one wants to just be sitting around all day at their inbox. So let me walk you through the resources I've used and discovered in order to help you maximize your time and send out all these emails. Prepping your outreach list. So I'm gonna give you a choice right now. You could either take all this and make it yourself, or you could head over to my link below. I made a free version of this for you to download and use it at your leisure. I'm gonna be giving you the explanation through that, so you'll be able to just follow along with me and fill it out as you want. If you do want to download it, here's what you got to do. So basically, the link below is going to take you to my general store where I have all of my offerings here. You can take a look at whatever you want, but this is the one that I'm talking about, the free agent submission tracker. Enter your name, email, submit, and download. And basically what's going to happen is it's going to send you the submission tracker to be able to duplicate it and copy it into your own Google Drive. You're going to make a copy, and from there, you're able to also accept the script that I put in there. There's an app script. And what that's going to allow you to do, if we look at the actual sheet right here, this is what it opens up into. I added in a script that gives you a mail merge, which means that all of these recipients and agents, names, yada, yada, that we're going to build together, and I'm going to guide you through, you're going to be able to click a button and it's going to be sent to all of them at once. So that's going to be quite nice for you. For those of you who don't want to download the script for whatever reason and don't want the fancy danciness of it all, this is basically what I'd recommend you make in an Excel sheet or a Google sheet. I would have 3 different tabs. I would first have the All Agents tab, which is going to be the tab filled with most of the agents we're going to list out. Then I would have the Priority Agents tab, and this tab is going to be the ones that are at the top of your list. For whatever reason, they stood out to you, or you have a connection to them in some way, so they're prioritized. And lastly, I would have generic agents, which I would put this as there are agencies that will just have a simple submission process, like email us at info@agency.com. And you're going to throw them right in there because it's more generic. You're not reaching out to an exact person per se. As you can see for the columns, it's very simple. We just have the agency name, the agent's first name, the recipient, which is you just putting in their email. And then this will fill out with the date when it's sent out. So the next thing you're going to do is actually research the agencies. The way we're going to do that is you're going to go over to IMDb Pro. You can see it right here. And don't worry, I'm not going to make you pay for it. The great thing about IMDb Pro is they actually give you a 30-day free trial. Thank goodness. So what you're going to do is sign up for free. Go ahead, click on that. And then once you're inside, you have your account made and everything, you're going to come over to the companies tab over here, and you can select through these filters on the side, talent agencies and management. Both of those are people that you'd be submitting for. Now, another filter that you should be considering is your location. You should be applying to the agencies of where you actually live. So make sure to use this filter. Don't waste your time or anyone else's time by, ooh, I'm going to apply to someone in Toronto, and you have no way of getting there. So as you're going down that list and you click on every agency, like I just did right here, I clicked on the Avenue agency, it'll take you to information about that agency. You'll see most likely a link to their personal website. Make sure to go check out their details there because their details on their personal website should be respected. If they say no unsolicited emails, do not just be sending them emails. They're gonna get annoyed. But we can see that they have a generic email right here. Let's say that you also looked at the website and it said to email that generic email. We're gonna go over to our tab and we're going to go to our generic agents tab. And we're going to fill out the agency name, the genericness of it all, with that email, av@theavenueagency.com, and we're going to throw it in there. If it had an actual name of someone, like, oh, we found Bridget's email, we'd put it under the All Agents tab and make sure we put Bridget's name right there. Got it? Good. Okay, now you got your list of all of the agents that you want to submit to. What do I say in that email? I am going to show you my first email when I was starting out and what I sent to all these agents. There are some tweaks in here that I'm going to obviously make it known to you, so pay attention closely. This was a couple years ago. I'm going to tell you what to say now and what would be different. So here's the email I sent out. The subject line reads 18 plus LGBT actor seeking commercial and theatrical rep. Hi, agent name. My name is Neil Kelly. I'm a proud LGBTQ plus SAG eligible LA-based actor seeking a manager to add to my team. Since moving to LA last fall, I've booked a Tribeca Film Festival short film that is now screening before Jordan Peele's Nope at select theaters. I've also booked a co-star for a Hulu series, appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show as a guest star hired actor, booked a national commercial, and I'm currently pinned for a principal role in a David Yates film. I studied at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, in London, and I hold a BFA in acting from Boston University. I would love to set up a meeting to see if we'd be a good fit. Please feel free to contact me at my email or on my cell phone number. Thank you, Neil Kelly. Demo reels, Actors Access, Casting Network, IMDb, all linked, and then my headshot. That is the email I sent out. Let me explain how to actually tailor it for you now. So what exactly is happening in my subject line? The subject line is the very first thing they're going to see when they open up their inbox. So I am giving them the very clear details of this is someone looking for representation, and this is their demographic details. My demographic details at the time was that I was 18 plus. A selling point about me was that I was an LGBT actor. You could put your race or ethnicity or anything else in there that you feel like might set you apart or put you in the right category of what someone might be looking for. And then say what you're looking for. Seeking commercials and theatrical rep. That's what I'm putting. If you're just looking for a commercial agent, say seeking commercial reps. And that's my subject line. Then we have hi agent name. I then go into introducing myself and leading with the pitch point that I wanted, which was that I was a proud LGBTQ plus actor. I was also SAG eligible at the time. You could either put that you're non-union here or fully SAG or equity, whatever. And then make sure to put your location so that they know where you're actually from and what you're seeking from them. Immediately following that, I fit in a lot of information about my credits I just recently booked. If you have credits you just booked, those are selling points for you. Throw those right in there and let them know what you've accomplished. If you have some sort of student film or demo footage of some sort, throw that in there. Say, I was just cast in this short film or this project. Similarly, this is where you can throw something more interesting about yourself that you might not think is interesting. But if you are a double major in college and you have a bioengineering degree, that is actually something very interesting that an agent or manager might want for their roster. Who knows what characters might come up that they would want those details for an actor to submit for. AKA, put in your credible pitch points about yourself. It could be anywhere from actual credits to things that are just interesting that you could be like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you can sell me as this. And I like to wrap it up right here with my education. I would recommend throwing any acting classes that you might be doing or plan on doing in the future so that they know that you are actively working in your career. Educate yourself, people. And wrap it up by just asking for a meeting. That's what you're ultimately wanting from this. Give them your contact information and hyperlink it, your email and your phone number if you want them to have your phone number, but email's just fine, so that they can just be like, hey, let's have a meeting. At the very bottom here, to make it nice and clean and organized as well, we are going to hyperlink our materials. Now, this is for my people who have watched this entire Actors Essentials series. I am so excited for this moment for you because this is everything you've been leading up to. We have our demo materials linked here, so that will link to a YouTube link or wherever you have your demo footage. It will also link to your Actors Access profile that we made. Remember that? It will also link to your Casting Networks profile that we made. Do you remember that? And if you made an IMDb, it will link to that as well. You did everything. Your work has come to fruition. Now just put in the link. And lastly, so that they can get a quick photo of yourself, drag that photo in to the email so that it drops in like this and doesn't actually end up a downloadable file. You know how sometimes files can show up and be like, do you want to download this? They don't want to download it. They want it just right in that email so they can open it up, glance at you and go, oh, nice headshot. Let me read this real quick. So I hope that helps you build your own email to send out, taking this as a template and making it your own. But also to be very clear, let me point out some things that you are not doing right now. We do not have a long, long, long bio about ourselves. This is not 4 paragraphs. I think I have a total of 5 sentences here. Lots of information, only 5 sentences. I got nothing boring in here that's gonna waste anyone's time. So if I'm throwing in, I'm such a hard worker and I will be auditioning for you left and right, no one cares. Like that, who knows if you'll be auditioning? Who knows your actual work ethic? Don't throw that in there. Give them actual details about you. And if you're watching this series, I know you're a hard worker. I'm validating. And lastly, I have no fluff. I have this is me, these are my pitch points, these are my credits, this is my email. Let's get started. And for those of you who are using my Google Sheets tracker specifically, this is how you're going to want to write your email. See, this is the email we were just looking at, so I can use it as an example. Subject line, everything's the same, you can tell. But what I did here is I have these brackets with agent first name inside. What that's going to do is line it up with that whole long list of agent first names on that sheet so that when it actually gets sent out, it will say, "Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Janet." You know what I mean. So all you got to do is make this template once. So what should you expect now that you hit send and your emails went out to all of these agents? Honestly, most won't respond, and that's okay. Most of the responses I got actually happened a week later when I sent a follow-up email, so I would recommend you do this with everyone. In the same thread, you just follow up, copy and paste, simple sentence. "Hi, I'm just following up on this email I sent you last week. I would really love to still have a meeting with you." That's it. And if that doesn't work, don't stress. It does not mean you're horrible or even that they don't like you. Most likely, they were swamped and didn't end up reading your email. They already have someone who resembles you on their roster, which honestly is a better thing that they didn't respond because you do not want to be in constant competition with that person on the roster because you're both going for the same role. Or it's just not the right timing. That's it. But the pursuit does not stop there. If you got a meeting, congratulations. I hope you have an amazing time, and I hope you know all of the industry terms that you're going to be talking about in that meeting, right? If you don't, you should check out the very first video in this entire series, which is called How to Start Your Acting Career, What I Wish I Knew. Go check it out, and if you didn't get any bites this time around, it might feel like you didn't have momentum, but here's the thing. You just planted seeds to grow. AKA, you just networked. That was not a waste of time. Every single email was not a waste of time. In about 4 to 6 months, or if you got a major credit come up or new demo footage come out, now it's time to reach back out to those agents. Go ahead and do it. Reference that you've reached out to them in the past and you are still interested in having that meeting with them, and you are now updating them with the new information you have. They will see you as a person who is trying to put in the work and cultivate relationships, which is like the #1 skill you need in this industry, people. Congratulations for just even going through this process. And congratulations to all of those who watched this entire series. I cannot believe you made it all the way through. This was the last video in my Actor Essential series. If you didn't watch the other videos, this entire series is about starting at episode 1 and going all the way through the playlist, because I hold your hand through every step of the way of building an acting career for yourself. That is tangible. I tell you actually what to do, just like in this video. I tell you actually what to say in the email. So please watch this playlist. I hope you really got some gold out of this entire thing. I know I've been enjoying doing these for you, and it's just been great building a community like this. If you found this information useful, remember I'm doing this for free, so please give me a like, give me a comment. It helps boost the algorithm on my end. You guys know that. And subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time. Mwah!